Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I would like to review the Real Housewives of Abuja season 1. The thing is that I would have reviewed this show episode by episode, right? But I kind of decided, because after watching like the first 3 episodes, I wasn't really feeling it. So I decided, okay, instead of reviewing it episode by episode, I'd rather just review the whole season, because I wanted to see where it was going, right? So Real Housewives of Abuja, I was very excited to watch it. Like at the beginning, when I saw the advert, I was like, yes, I'm going to watch this, because I watched the Real Housewives of Lagos and I enjoyed it so much. I really enjoyed the Real Housewives of Lagos. So because of that, that feeling I had for the Real Housewives of Lagos, I was quick to start watching the Real Housewives of Abuja. Let me start. I'll try my best to see if I can touch every episode that occurred. I'll try my best. So on starting this Real Housewives of Abuja season 1, the truth is that I didn't know most of the women on this Real Housewives of Abuja. I didn't know almost all of them. I think the only person I know or I knew before this season was Arafa. All the other women I didn't know. I was just hearing of them for the first time, and so they introduced themselves. That was fine, and they started with Samantha's birthday party. Samantha's birthday party would have been nice. Okay, let me talk about the setting anyway. The setting, I think the decor was beautiful. For a birthday party, the decor was so beautiful. The setting was nice. I see her as a good host and all that, but what I noticed was that the ladies were complaining. They were complaining about how there's a confusion with the theme and the dressing. Some people were complaining about the food. Some people, they just had series of complaints, and that kind of complaint kind of like dampened my spirit, and it didn't make me enjoy that episode. If I want to talk about personality, as in, because it started with Samantha, I was quickly able to notice her personality. I saw that Samantha was on the gentle side. She takes her time to talk. She selects what she says. She wasn't too I want to be the friendly one and all that, and I kind of liked that personality. I liked that personality. I liked that about her, because I like people who are cool, calm and reserved. Maybe because I'm like that, but I like such. I like a person who you don't just want to start making friends unnecessarily. You want to study everyone before you start being their friend, right? So it made me to like Samantha. I already liked her character from the get-go. After Samantha's party, someone else did what anyway, let me also start talking about the parties, right? What I noticed for every single party or every single event, what I noticed was that the ladies were always talking down on the occasion, always had something negative to say about each other's event. That was the first thing that dampened my spirits. It kind of like started getting it kind of made it boring for me to watch, right? Because it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort for someone to try to come up with an event, and then everybody just trash talking it. Like, I don't get why they were just doing that. It kind of made it boring for me and uninteresting. In episode 3 and 4, if I remember correctly, it was Tutu Pai who organized a staycation. Yes, Tutu Pai organized a staycation, and okay, wow, I really liked it. I liked the place they went to. Everything was nice. I liked the decor in each person's room and all that. And then Tutu Pai had to spoil it by crying and making a scene because she didn't get the room that she liked. I was sort of confused. You are the person who arranged the staycation. You are the person who chose the room for all the other women, and then you turn around and you start crying and complaining that you don't like your own room. So is she trying to say she didn't see the room before then? Or is she trying to say she left the handing of the staycation to someone else? It was confusing. And so because she didn't like the room, she decided to stay in a room with Comfort. And yes, let me talk about Comfort's personality. I like Comfort's personality all through. She's the second person I liked all through the season, Comfort was real. I couldn't sense anything fake about her. She was just being herself, saying what was on her mind and doing what she wanted to do. So I also like Comfort as well. And then so many things happened at that staycation. They invited Jaruma. When they invited Jaruma had a fight with Princess that was not necessary. I will tell you the truth, I didn't even understand what that was about. But they had the fight, and I also liked the way Princess stood up for herself and answered Jaruma back, because like whatever she was saying was not necessary. It was uncalled for. So I liked the way Princess had replied her. That was cool. And then after that Jaruma incidents, they went for this pool party, right? And then at the pool party, everybody was just keeping to themselves, like that was when I honestly lost interest in Real Housewives of Abuja. I honestly lost interest. The only reason I continued watching it was because I've already started. I kind of like behave like that sometimes. When I start something, I'll just manage myself to see it to the end. But honestly, at that pool party, where they were just keeping to themselves, I'd already lost interest. The women were just staying there. They're just sitting down and just doing that on their seats. And so Tutu Pai invited some of her friends to come join in the party, and I get it, because the women that she was hanging out with, they were not vibing, they weren't enjoying the party, and she wasn't ready to let go of that fun spirit. I get, so I guess that's why she called them, or I get that that's why she called them. But unfortunately, Tutu Pai went to call people who were not in their age group. It was disappointing, you know. It can be disappointing. I mean, I'm trying to put myself in that situation. If someone had invited me for a staycation and I went there, and then this person invites other friends who are not in my age grade, who are way younger than me or way older than me, I will just tell myself, what am I doing here? That's what I'm going to ask myself. What am I even doing here? It's kind of like, I don't know. That was what spoiled that staycation occasion for me. As I saw that, I was like, this is not it. And so every other person was organizing their events and all that. And then I started to notice immediately after that staycation, I started to notice Tutu Pai's character. She going around trash talking Samantha, because apparently they went out to the club after the staycation. The cameras didn't record that, and I get it, because the people on the crew, they have their opening hours and closing hours, right? So whatever happened between Samantha and Tutu Pai, I felt it was not necessary. The way Tutu Pai was going up and down, just saying all sort of things. I can't even repeat some of the things that she said, because honestly, it's a shameful thing for you to run down your fellow woman like that. You know, she was trying to give Samantha a bad name, trying to destroy her image, as far as I'm concerned. And okay, that one passed, right? And she started acting moody, unnecessarily angry. For what? As in, I was also confused. For what? And then she jumped from Samantha to Comfort, and she started doing, oh, Comfort said this, Comfort said that, Comfort is like this, Comfort is like that. And then she went again, slandering Comfort up and down. Even writing it, there was a time they showed these WhatsApp messages, you know, where she sent this degrading stuff to Comfort, and even told Comfort that she's going to take her to court. On top of what now? Taking her to court on top of what? Is it not these Real Housewives? As when I just read that, I was like, why is this lady taking this in too far? Is it not these Real Housewives again? Okay, when she was now done with Comfort, the next person she moved to now was OG. And I'm like, what is the meaning of all this? I was so confused. Like, I didn't understand Tutu Pai all through. I did not understand her one bit, because it was uncalled for, it was unnecessary. The drama, I don't know, the drama was not appealing, it was annoying, it was irritating, because that kind of drama sort of like fits into the narrative that women hate each other for no reason. But if you watch the Real Housewives of Lagos, they didn't act like that. Yes, the women in Lagos, the Real Housewives of Lagos women had their differences, but they didn't go about slandering each other to the point that this one in Abuja was just too bad. It was too much. it was too much. Yes, they slandered each other in Lagos, right? But it was not as much as this one was just ridiculous, honestly speaking. That's how Tutupai, I didn't understand that character. In fact, because of the way Tutupai was behaving, honestly speaking, because of the way she was behaving, I felt like the whole thing was scripted. I felt like the whole season 1 was scripted, and it was so annoying. Because yes, I get this kind of reality shows sometimes are scripted, but sometimes you just let some things happen naturally, right? I felt like everything was scripted, because after the fight with Tutupai and Comfort, because Tutupai said, Arafa said, and I hate that kind of situation. She said that, you said that, he said that, she said. I hate such things. I don't even like to get myself involved in such kind of nonsense. But Tutupai was like, Arafa said that Comfort said this about Tutupai. And then when they were trying to, resolve the issue between them, that's Tutupai and Comfort, they were trying to resolve the issues between them, and they had finished resolving it. The Arafa started with her own. Oh, I'm not talking to Comfort. Comfort is not my friend. On top of what now? It didn't make any sense to me. It didn't make any sense. It was just so annoying. And so, like, that's how they just went about, the Tutupai was just trying to cause wahala and all that. Then Princess, okay, I really enjoyed Princess's event. It was the most interesting event that out of all the women's events, I think Princess's event and OJ, I enjoyed their events, both of them. It was really, really nice. It was entertaining. The remaining events, I don't know, they're just there. Yes, and I also enjoy Comfort events, the perfume party and the treasure hunting and stuff like that. I really, really enjoy. If I was there, I would have had a blast. So those were the events I enjoyed. Well, what will I say about the character Princess? Princess is loud, quite alright, but she's straightforward. So I like that about her. She was loud but straightforward. I like that about her. Tutupai has started to slander OJ. OJ is broke. She doesn't have any money. She borrowed the house. She doesn't own the house. Blah 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 blah. And like, for me personally, honestly speaking, if I meet a woman who is always trying to destroy other people's names, always coming to me to tell me, oh, you see that Angela does not have anything. Oh, you see Rebecca, she sleeps with everybody. Oh, you see that. If I see that you are the kind of person that is doing that, I will automatically think that is, you are trying to explain yourself to me, but you are shadowing your character on someone else. I don't know if I'm making any sense, right? Because for you to come and be telling me, you see that girl, she's broke, she borrowed the house, that house is not hers, that's why there's no furniture, that's why she arranged everything on the floor, yada yada yada, I will just automatically think you are talking about yourself. But maybe because you don't want me to see that you are talking about yourself, that's why you are mentioning someone else. And that was what I felt. That's what I felt all through the season, with the way Tutupai was behaving. And somehow in the last episode, OJ mentioned the exact same thing. So I was like, okay, we are thinking the same lines, right? Because why? What is the meaning of that? Like I said, it didn't even make any sense. For you to accuse someone that the person doesn't have money, you have to have serious proof. And there's something I said, like there's one of my previous videos I mentioned. Sometimes this issue of being broke is not a permanent thing. Being broke is just for some time, and then it ends, and you get your money and life goes on. So even if OJ was broke, I don't believe she will be broke forever, right? It will just happen for some certain time. Not something that you should start raveling in and start using it to gossip and make a conversation. Why? And another thing I would like to mention is that there was a lot of mirroring. There was a lot of copying. What I mean by this is that as I was watching this Real Housewives of Abuja, I felt like it was like deja vu for me. I felt like I was watching Real Housewives of Lagos again. I don't know if I'm making myself clear. I felt like I was watching Real Housewives of Lagos again. Like, that's why I said I feel this one was scripted, because there was nothing new, there was nothing fresh. Even from the characters of the women, I could see resemblance with the women of the Real Housewives of Lagos, right? Like now, the princess is like Laura Ikeji for this one. The OJ Porchella is like Carolina Hutchins. who else, so like there was a lot of copying. There was a lot of scenarios, like it was like the same thing. You remember in Real Housewives of Lagos, we had Laura Ikeji and Chioma Goodhair, who they had this issue between them. Like Laura said, Chioma is my very good friend, and Chioma said no, she's just a customer, we are not friends, right? Something similar happened like that in this Real Housewives of Abuja, where you have Princess telling Arafa, oh, I've met you before, and Arafa says, no, I don't know you. I met you from where? I'm like, really? Are we doing this again? Really? And then, okay, what about there was this other place where Chioma Goodhair, had an argument with Carolina Hutchins, and she calls her mother to explain everything on the phone. We had the exact same thing happening here again in Real Housewives of Abuja, where you have Arafa, who had accused OJ of selling fake diamonds, and then we see her Arafa's mother on the show talking to her and advising her, and I'm like, really, are we doing this again? So like, we have some of this kind of repetition from the Real Housewives of Lagos, and I was just wondering, like, what is going on? We need something fresh, like. And unfortunately, while this Real Housewives of Abuja was going on, there was this other show on YouTube. It's a YouTube show anyway. That one was Rich Housewives of Anambra, and I want you guys to watch. If you've not watched Rich Housewives of Anambra, this is not a sponsored video. This one is not sponsored video. I'm just saying what is on my mind. But like, as the Real Housewives of Abuja was going on, that was them. We also had Rich Housewives of Anambra on YouTube, and I watched Real Housewives of Anambra, and oh my god, it was a fresh of breath air. It was fresh, it was new, it was authentic. Like, I enjoyed it. Like, I was enjoying. In fact, because I initially thought it was comedy, I was expecting it to be comedy, but the way the whole story was written, I think is this Steven Chooks that's in charge of that. Steven Chooks was so good. Housewives of Anambra was a fresh of breath air, and it was scripted, and it was so good and scripted. But the Real Housewives of Abuja was also something else. I was so confused. It was so annoying. I couldn't stand it. I was just managing myself to get through to the end. So the only characters I really liked there, I liked Uji Postrella. I liked her personality. I liked Comfort. I liked her personality, and I also liked Samantha in the beginning. But coming to episode 12, I didn't even understand what Samantha was doing. I didn't understand, because she just started to get angry at everyone, which was uncalled for, because nobody had ever had any issues with Samantha all through. So why was she getting angry in episode 12? Although we are waiting for the reunion, right? We're waiting for Rich Housewives of Abuja reunion. I can bet you guys that the reason why Samantha is getting angry, especially at Arafa, is because they are both fashion designers, and then we are going to hear a story like, oh, Arafa was saying my designs are not good enough. Let us bet that is what it's going to be about. Let us bet that's what it's going to be about. Because both of the, and I knew it when I was watching, and I saw, okay, Arafa is a fashion designer and Samantha is also a fashion designer. I already knew that was going to cause problems between the two of them. Like, do these things happen in real life? Like, nobody cares, man. Do your design, I'll do my own. But I know that's what it's going to be about. So let's wait and see now. Don't worry. Like someone wrote on Facebook the other day, why is Samantha trying to become last minute Miriam of Real Housewives of Lagos? That's what I'm telling you guys. It was just like a copy. Of Real Housewives of Lagos. So, well, that was it anyway. And they went to Cape Town. The ladies went to Cape Town. So yes, I kind of enjoyed that. And of course, we went to Cape Town because the women of Lagos went to Dubai. So that's another copy there. The show was a letdown. Overall, the show was a letdown. I would have loved it if there was a little bit more originality, and there was a little bit if it was a bit new. The fact that it was kind of like a copy of the Real Housewives of Lagos, just it made me lose interest. And then the fact that they were just arguing, there was no episode that they did not fight. Yes, did I mention that there was no episode that someone did not fight, that someone did not raise their voice at the other person? Was it necessary? No. Most of those fights was not making any sense. It bored the hell out of me. That's my review about the Real Housewives of Abuja. That's my review. And well, I hope the reunion is something new, although I'm expecting the reunion to just be exactly like that of Real Housewives of Lagos. But well, anyway, I'll watch the reunion just so that I'll know that I watched everything to the end right. That was my review about the season. It was a letdown generally. See you in my next video. Have a lovely day. Bye.